They know what's going to happen before the ball is snapped. And I think Baker's one of those people. And that's, you throw the talent that he does, got that rocket, that gun, that launcher. Am I drinking the Kool-Aid? Yes. It's called Baker Berry Kool-Aid. It's delicious. You should get you some.
People that hate about that, you got to remember, we're just fans at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we're fans. We're not journalists. We're not reporters. So we're going to say what we feel.
Say it right. We're not just fans. We're the best fans. We're the definition of fanhood.
It's in our blood.
You can't, if you ride like we ride for our squad through all these losing years, there's not a better fan than us. So we're the definition of fanhood. I've said that for years. So whatever you can't relate to because you love your team, I'm sorry. You just don't get it because you ain't been to the bottom like we've been to the bottom. That's why going to the top tastes so good. It tastes beautiful. You taste it? Baker berry juice. Get you some.
Can the Cleveland Browns win the division and make the playoffs?
I want to see the playoffs. I just don't see it happening for some reason. I'm going to be that one, to temper expectations. But I want to see it. Don't let that, not thinking it's going to happen.
Just a realist.
Yeah.
Just a realist.
Yeah. I want to see it. There's stuff around saying that we have, it's still less than a 1% chance to make, the wild card in the playoffs, I think.
I'm telling you, where this NFL season's been going, you just can't call it.
Yeah, no.
So anything can happen.
Get hot at the right time.
Yeah.
That's what's happening right now.
Oh, and that's what's happening with us for sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, we winning out.
I think so?
Last week I said I didn't think we could win in Denver. That's before they lost Emmanuel Sanders. And that's before the way I saw us play against the Panthers. We're winning in Denver. We're winning out. We're winning out. We're winning out. That's I believe that.
Denver's got a good defense, which is, by the way, that was a good transition since that's the next topic. What do we see?
Right.
What are our expectations for Denver?
Expectations for the Denver Broncos game.
My expectations for Denver, I think we're going to go up there. I think Denver's vulnerable. The only thing they got going for them, though, we're playing in Denver. But I think they're vulnerable. I think their offense cannot deal with our defense.
It can be the same way, though, flip it around. Do you think our offense can handle their defense? Look at it. They got Bradley Chubb, who is just a freak. He's got, 13, 14 sacks on the year?
Yeah.
And, he's absurd.
Yeah, I do think we are. I think we're going to go up there, and I think what Baker's realizing with these defenses, they're really good at rushing and getting men in the back, is that quick release. And I think we're really mastering that quick release.
There was a play that Carolina, they sent a corner blitz, and when Mayfield started dropping back, he was going to that side first, and he immediately saw the blitz and quick turn and just got what he could get on the guy in the flat. I forget who the reception was to. Just quick 6-7 yards out of nothing. 4 or 5 weeks ago probably would have been a sack.
It's like watching Neo read the Matrix, watching Baker from week to week. You could just see it happen. It's like he's figuring this thing out, and it's kind of spooky. It's really kind of spooky because he got real talent. They know that he's so cerebral, he's so mental. From week to week, you can see it. He's just getting better. The game is slowing so down for Baker. It's just slowing down. I think we're going to beat them. I think our defense is going to create a lot of problems for them, and I think we'll be able to execute against their defense. I think we win in Denver, and I know we win in those last 2 divisional games. I know it. Baltimore, and my boy Debo, he's coming up to do that last show with us. He's confirmed, so we'll have a Baltimore Raven fan here for that. Bengals, come on, man. I mean, we would beat the Bengals even if Dalton and AJ were playing. Without them, come on, no. Ravens, we got their number. Ravens ain't gonna be easy though. I ain't gonna front like the Ravens gonna be easy.
Will Nick Chubb and Jarvis Landry break 1,000 yards this season?
One last topic that I thought of, with Jarvis Landry, 790 yards on the season, and Nick Chubb, 760 yards on the season. The likelihood that they both get to 1,000 yards on the season.
I know Chubb definitely does.
You think Chubb? Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh yeah, I think Chubb might have a day where he does 150, 170. You know what I'm saying? One day, just one day alone. So I think Chubb definitely does. So far, Jarvis's production is roller coaster.
Yeah.
So he's unpredictable. I can't predict that one, but I think Chubb definitely breaks 1,000.
I think Jarvis is going to be like just shy of it. I think he's
Yeah,
going
I
to be
can
at
see
like
that.
960, 970.
977.
Yeah, I can see
crazy
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what it's looking like to me.
Yeah. And that's what I'm cool with that. That I was expecting more.
I was expecting more receptions, to be honest.
I
He's
think
only got like 70, I think 68, 69, somewhere in there.
Well, he would if Baker's played the whole thing. And that's not me saying that Baker should have started from the beginning, because I don't. Is Baker's being successful because he did not start every game. I'm telling you, Jarvis and Baker next year, that's going to be a problem. Baker next year for everybody's going to be a problem. A problem!
It's going to be more tape on him, though, so.
True. That's what Deshaun Watson did. What I think was different about Baker is that it's not just talent that I'm seeing grow. When he sees something, he already knows where the opening is. Everybody don't make that read in the NFL.
That's true.
I only think there's a handful of quarterbacks that does that. You know, there's some quarterbacks, they don't know what's going to happen till the ball is snapped. Those elite QBs, though, they know what's going to happen before the ball is snapped. And I think Baker's one of those people. And that's, you throw the talent that he does, got that rocket, that gun, that launcher. Am I drinking the Kool-Aid? Yes. It's called Baker Berry Kool-Aid. It's delicious. You should get you some.
People that hate about that, you got to remember, we're just fans at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we're fans. We're not journalists. We're not reporters. So we're going to say what we feel.
Say it right. We're not just fans. We're the best fans. We're the definition of fanhood.
It's in our blood.
You can't, if you ride like we ride for our squad through all these losing years, there's not a better fan than us. So we're the definition of fanhood. I've said that for years. So whatever you can't relate to because you love your team, I'm sorry. You just don't get it because you ain't been to the bottom like we've been to the bottom. That's why going to the top tastes so good. It tastes beautiful. You taste it? Baker Berry Juice. Get you some.
Play fantasy football on FanDuel with us.
Oh, let's talk fantasy football. Let's talk fantasy football because I got some things to talk about.
I finished last on FanDuel.
You finished last?
I'm pretty sure I did. Let me pull that up.
Well, I know who finished first.
After 2 or 3 weeks, right?
Oh, 2 or 3 weeks, but I'm back in the league. Back in the league. Where you at, Bearman Pig? I gotta give a disclaimer. Bearman Pig is a good friend of mine. That's John Harper. Someone know him as Johnny Harmonic. Fantasy football is a big thing for us. It's not just FanDuel League, but also and DraftKings and all that stuff. I consider Johnny kind of like my insider. He talked me into the Giants, and I got off the phone with him, and I went and changed all my lineups. And I put the Giants in all my lineups, and it worked. So, yes, John Harper, Bearman Pig, I did beat you, and yes, you did give me some insider. So I'll give you a little love on that.
It was a 17-point victory, too, just so.
Was it? Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that because they only had 18 points. So, yeah, the vice that Bearman Pig gave me.
Beat him.
Damn, I feel bad. Yeah, we dealing with FanDuel League, but we got some other fancy business we got to deal with. Like one, if y'all remember our Pittsburgh episode, we had a buddy here, Gary Wolf. He all shows up every once in a while.
Oh, yeah.
Me and him had a playoff battle yesterday, and I won that too. I won that one too. After winning that, guess who I play next week in the semifinals? Is it semifinals?
Yeah.
I play this guy.
But see, the problem is I have the better team in that.
Well, if you
I'm the number 2 seed. You're like the what?
Oh,
you finished 3, didn't you?
Dude, I climbed out of like 12th place to get back into this playoffs.
Yeah, you're what, the 3rd seed?
Yeah, 3rd seed.
Yeah.
But I mean, for a while there, I was like outside looking in. But we can do a little on camera wager, you know. You know, we can do that.
What you want?
I don't know. It needs to be something we can do on camera. Push-ups, wear a wig.
You still got the wig thing with Gary.
Gary got to show up.
He's got to show up.
Gary got to show up. I'll pay my dues, but I ain't just going to do it on GP. You got to be here, G.
I like the push-up one. Let's do the push-up one. However many points you lose by, that's how many push-ups you got to do.
Ooh. Oh, ooh. Okay. So how many points? So how many points you lose? That's how many push-ups you got to do. Okay. Well, if he beats me, I hope he only beats me by 10 points because I'm only good for like 10, 15 push-ups. And then it's a wrap.
Me too.
I'll be icing my arms in here. I'll be here with ice packs on my arms. But yo, if you want to play FanDuel with us, we play every Sunday. The link is right down here in the box. Click the link. Come play with us. We have fun. We talk a lot of smack, and you can make some money.
We are having technical difficulties. Someone forgot to hit the record
We had
button.
some technical difficulties shooting this yesterday. The camera stopped recording, and we didn't know. So I'm going to recap what we went over, and we'll be back next week like we regularly do. Thoughts on the Carolina game? It looked like we took right off where we left with the Texans in the second half. I feel like Baker is continuing his growth, and it left right off from the Houston Texans game, even though our Houston Texans who came in the comment section last week said we played prevent defense all second half. We pulled our starters in the fourth quarter. That's all good. I get it. That's great. But still, Baker looked good. He played good. He played better. And when you come from where we come from, everything's a win. Everything's a win. It was an extremely impressive win playing against Cam Newton like that. I mean, I think Cam Newton and Christian McCaffrey are like some of the most elite players in this league. Deshaun Watson and DeAndre Hopkins, they are too, but not as seasoned as Cam. Being able to stop a force like Cam, that's a big statement to me. That's a big statement to me. You can just see the confidence coming off Bake, and you can see the confidence spreading to our team. And they just showed up. I was never in doubt in that Carolina game. I just felt like we was in control. And I can't remember as a Browns fan ever feeling like that. Every time McCaffrey scored, I just did not get worried because I felt like we were going to match the points and we were eventually going to stop that offense. That's pretty cool. Being a Browns fan to have that kind of feeling. Jarvis Landry showed up. Now, he only had like 3 or 4 catches, but they were playmaker catches. I had to throw that in for Anthony. But Jarvis made some really, really big plays. Perriman, he might have been a steal. I might have been sleeping on you. I got to give him his props. He might be a steal. He could be something. And Higgins, he had the fumble, but he made a catch, made for it, and he could have had a catch for a touchdown. Rashard Higgins makes that catch. That's another touchdown we got. We left some points on the field. That's what I expect from Jarvis. That's what I expect from Jarvis Landry. He played like I expected him to play. Gave our first sack up in like 3 games. That's impressive. Offensive line doing their thing. Myles Garrett got that 12 sacks. Anthony predicted 12 sacks for Myles Garrett this year. Myles got his 12.5 sacks. Terrence Mitchell came back, looked great. I was a little concerned when I found Denzel Ward wasn't playing with the concussion, but the defense looked good. I mean, still, our run defense could be better. But still, even with that though, I think our defense keeps us in the game to win the game.
You can always find our videos at Monstalung Soundvizion.
Mm-hmm.
If you hit the little bell, get notifications. You can get notifications to all of his content, not just Browns in Our Blood. Like the videos as well. Comment, subscribe. We love the comments. Comments are a lot of fun.
Man,
despite some of the trash talk that comes, it's still a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy reading them and talking.
Yeah. And all you Houston Texan guys, man, I had a great time talking to you guys, man. Continue. I know you got to follow your team, but if you ever want to come talk some football with us, come back and talk football with us, y'all. I can tell y'all passionate about y'all team like we are. So that's very, very cool.
If you don't like seeing our mugs, you can watch. No, you can't watch, but you can listen on -podcastgroup.com or anywhere where podcasts are sold or downloaded.
Big shout out to Kellen Conley, our co-host, who's here every 3 episodes or so. But he beat the Steelers. The Raiders beat the Steelers. He's a big Raiders fan. Shout out to you, buddy. Sorry, Gary. Sorry, Kevin. AFC North's going to be interesting this last few weeks.
Yes. Right in the thick of it. I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Well, yo, man, that's it. That's our show. I think we're going to end strong, y'all. Browns, we looking good. Like, we can stop right now. I'm so good with this team, and after watching years of the Browns, I'm good right now. Do I want us to lose the rest of the games? No. And I know we're not. But, man, great job, Browns. Great job, Dorsey. John Dorsey, you the man.
In Dorsey you trust.
In Dorsey we trust. That's our show. I'm Eric Jordan.
I'm Anthony Sellers.
And this is Browns in Our Blood.
I really hope the hell I beat you in fantasy this week.